Yes, certainly it was our best performance of the year. Certainly there was some outstanding individual efforts, but it was really more about the team and some great execution. And it's the best we played, like you mentioned. It's the best we played as a team. Certainly offensively, kind of carried the day there with the imposing our way, how we play. It's an identity type win. Had the ball for 47 minutes and 43 seconds, which is a National Division II record. So that sets everything. I think the first drive was an indicator of that. An 18-play drive to start the game takes, I don't know, left about 3 minutes on the clock in the first quarter at the end of that drive. So a lot of positives, probably too many to point out, but really proud of the effort and the resiliency of this football team. Well, they're the top-rated team in the conference, so I know the super regional rankings came out and they're 5th and Mankato's 6th, and they're a traditional power. They do a great job at Duluth. They're physical, they're talented, they're fast. They're a complete football team. We'll have to play our very best football to compete. A ton. Certainly we'd hoped and wished for a better year as far as in wins and losses. All that being said, it's a special group of young men. A lot of guys that really have helped in this transition here. I think there's 16 guys walking out there. It's a special group of young men, and it's. I can't say enough. We don't have enough time to record what I think about all these guys. They're special guys. They're like sons to me, all of them, and actually one is my son, and so that adds, and my biological son, so that adds some flavor to it as well. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard because you reach the end of the journey. So, but it's a celebration also. It's a celebration to get these guys to the finish line, get them out of here with their degrees, have a great experience here playing for the Beavers, and like I said, we'll stay connected forever. Yeah, it's a fabulous group of young men. There's a ton of great leaders in there, and there's a bunch of them on the leadership council, and there's team captains there obviously, and guys have been instrumental in getting this thing done, and guys that have etched their name in the record books too, being productive football players. So, like I said, I'm proud of them all. Whether they played a couple thousand snaps or not even one, to get to the finish line, to play college football is a real testament to, it's a test of character, and when it's not always going your way, to get to the finish line here at -8, what these guys have been through, I have so much respect for them, to stick it out and endure through some tough times, and then we've had some better times, so that's a credit to them. Well, there's been a ton of growth. I think this team was a real unselfish team. I think it's a high character team. We haven't had many, if hardly any, off the field issues. On the field, we've played hard. Can we play better? Can we coach better? Yeah, there's always things that we can do better looking forward. I'm proud of the growth. We've taken a big step forward. I think, in the kicking game this year, we took exponential growth forward in the kicking game. We've done some really good things there. Offensively, much improved over a year ago. So those are some areas of positive, especially considering you talk about areas of growth. Our offensive line, we played 4 freshmen all season long starting the offensive line. That's unheard of in this conference, and to come out leading the conference in rushing with our style. I think 4th in the country in rushing offense right now. There's a lot of positives there, and a lot of valuable experience gained on both sides of the football in all 3 phases, because we got a bunch of guys coming back next year, and so there's been a lot of growth this year, and eventually, it's 1-score games. We come on the short end. There's 3 or 4 of them there that could have been had. We need to work hard this offseason, and as you do look forward, there's reason for optimism. Yeah, there's a lot there. What we really need to do is just play really good football. That's what we need to do. we're going to need to play our best football, like I mentioned earlier, to compete with Duluth. I mean, this is a loaded team. They're a power in this conference and nationally. So, the formula's in place. What we did a week ago is what we try and do every week. That's the formula. Ball control offense, run our style, run the flex bone, be opportunistic defensively, get some takeaways, and like I said, play on the edge. We play on the edge. We're not scared. Scared money doesn't make money, and like I said, we have to call the game on the edge in all three phases, and our guys got to make the plays when the plays are there to be made this Saturday against a very talented, well-coached Duluth team.